Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm super excited because I'm going to be doing a live get ready with me kind of Q&A thing. I need to do my makeup and I thought I'd hop on here and answer some of y'all's questions. I asked you guys to ask me some questions yesterday on Instagram, and if you guys have any questions you can ask them in the chat box and I'll make sure to find them and answer them as I'm doing my makeup. So I already have my foundation on and my brows. Those things take a little long, so I was like, why not just do them beforehand and then I can do everything else. Should I clip back my hair? Hey Juliana, how are you? Thanks so much for tuning in. Alright, let's see. I'm going to clip back my hair. It always annoys me when my hair falls in my face. Hey Keith! It always annoys me when my hair falls in my face when I'm doing my makeup. So I need to figure out something. So for my foundation today, I'm sure you want to know that, Kiefer. Can we talk about guy stuff, please? What do you want to talk about, Keith? That is so funny. So for my foundation today, oh my gosh, guys, bangs suck. What is the brand you use more in makeup? Like the most in makeup? I have been loving NARS lately. Like their foundation, I've been loving their blushes and their lipsticks. They're kind of a more expensive brand for sure, but I think it's just so high quality. And Kiefer said he wants to talk about engine repair. I don't really know about that, but maybe you can talk about it more in the comments, because my husband would know. If he was here, he would probably know more about that than I would. But, so for my concealer, because I look very tired today, I'm going to be using the Laura Mercier concealer in the shade 2C to cover up these bags. Hannah, you're so pretty with and without makeup. Thank you so much. FYI, I'm currently sitting in a deer blind hunting. Thanks so much for tuning in. Is it cold outside? Alright, so I just put this on my eyes, kind of like war paint. And then I've been using the Jaclyn Hill brushes my mom got me for my birthday. And I've been loving them so much, you guys. So if you guys need a new set of brushes, this is like a great Christmas gift because there's so many. Nope, 84 in Texas. My mom's on. Hi, Mom. Alright, so let's blend out my concealer. But I have heat. Let's see. Oh, good. Let's see. Alright, so the first question, how do I become more motivated? Gray Forest asked this. And I kind of struggle with motivation sometimes for sure. Especially like if I get bored. Like I get bored kind of easily doing one thing. And so I think just being around people who have dreams and goals really helps. Like my husband is always dreaming up like a big plan and like new things he wants to do, so that's very motivational. And people that just uplift you and encourage you, that really helps for sure. So just being around people, I think like even if you don't feel motivated to do something like cleaning your house, for example, if you don't feel motivated to do that, just start doing it and like involve things that you like. Like I always turn on music or a show or YouTube videos that I like to watch, and usually like bringing that enjoyment in with something that's not so fun kind of helps. So let's see. Grace asked, what's your Christmas wish list? Also favorite thing about Christmas and favorite clothing brand. What's your Christmas wish list? I'll actually be doing a video all about this, and it's more like my Black Friday wish list. I'm so bad at coming up with a Christmas wish list. I don't like when people like get me things. I like getting things, but I feel bad when they get me things. So I'm gonna be baking. I'm gonna be baking today with the Laura Mercier what is this? The powder. My mom said, yeah, she'll never tell her Christmas wish list. So I just like to put this under my eyes. This makes my under eyes so matte, and I just kind of like put it on a little sloppily because I'll wipe it away later. Alright, so my Christmas wish list, you guys will see that next Thursday, and it's more like my Black Friday. I'm going to go Black Friday shopping with Jacqueline Brooke and our cousin Abigail, so it should be really fun. I might vlog it, so you guys have to tune in. And then I'll definitely be doing a Black Friday haul, so you guys can watch that too. I'm normally not a Black Friday shopper, but this year I think I want to go because I need some more essential things that cost a little bit more money. What is your favorite memory with Jacqueline? That is so funny. I have so many because I've known her for so long. She's hilarious. She's like very feisty. And I think my favorite, oh, your mom's invited? Yeah, Mom, you can come Black Friday shopping. My favorite memory with Jacqueline is probably when she was little, and I think me and Kyle like just started dating. And so she was coming over to stay at my house for some reason and just hang out. And the next day we went to the mall, and she walked right up to the mall clerk and was like, she was really little too. She was, gosh, maybe 8 or 9. And she was like, hey, can you tell me about all your sales? And she was just so little, and it was hilarious because she's so confident in herself. And you could tell, like, the girl who was working was like, you're so young. She just started laughing. But it was really funny. Right now, I'm bronzing my face with the Bobbi Brown medium bronzer. I really like this stuff a lot. And I love this big bronzer brush. It is so nice. Alright, so next question. Oh, my favorite thing about Christmas. I think just being with family. I do like opening gifts too. I've never shopped on Black Friday, always had to work. I know, that sucks. Kiefer, where do you work? Do you deliver, like, packages? I think that's what you said in the past. So I think spending time with family, and I love Christmas morning. I love waking up and being like excited. It's so different when you're married. Oh, did you ever find that apple pie recipe? I gotta ask Kyle, and I never asked him. So I will definitely have to message you. Remind me, DM me right now, and I will go and ask him. But yeah, hanging out with family and waking up on Christmas morning is always so much fun. Alright, and then your favorite clothing brand? That's a hard one. I love a lot of clothing brands so much. What's my favorite clothing brand? I really like Lizard Thicket, and there's like a lot of clothing brands within that, but Lizard Thicket always has like pretty good prices, not way, I think like nothing's really over $50, and I just love the quality of the clothes and the style are the best. So Lizard Thicket is probably my favorite store. Let's see, where do you find cheap, cute clothes? It's been so hard to find cute clothes that are cheap. Probably TJ Maxx. I hope that when I get older I can meet you. Oh my gosh, I would love to meet some of you guys someday. That would be so much fun. I would love that. What am I doing next? This is like very hard to do my makeup and talk and answer questions, but it's fun. Alright, so let's see. Are you going Black Friday shopping? From Ruby, she asked that. Yes, I am. Do you guys think I should vlog it? Leave it in the comments. Favorite online clothing store? I love Lulu's. I love Nordstrom. Nordstrom is another one that you can find good sales. You can find like really great quality clothes. And sometimes, like, I found a great pair of jeans there one time, like my favorite pair of jeans. And they were normally like $100, and I got them for like $20. But you have to kind of like dig through all of like the sale stuff. But you can find good deals there if you really look. So Lulu's, I like their online shopping. Nordstrom, ASOS. Is it ASOS or ASOS? I always say ASOS. But I really like that. Okay. I think I might use this Lorac blush. I love this color so much. But sometimes if I put too much on, it can look a little harsh. So we're going to try to go light with it. Yeah, so then I really like it. You just kind of gotta blend it out really well. So I just slap it on at first and then take this big fluffy brush and I go all over my face and kind of blend it all out. Alright, next question. Do you have any tattoos? I don't. If I were to ever get a tattoo, Demi Lovato had one, or maybe it was just like a fake one that they drew on, but she had like a little cross right here, and I thought that was really cute. So if I ever were to get a tattoo, I'd probably get a little cross right here. But I probably won't, just because I hate needles. One time I got a little nose ring, not a ring, just like a little piercing. And I love minimalist tattoos too. Yeah, I do too. Hey, Luke! So yeah, one time I got a little nose ring, and my mom went with me, and I passed out. I was so scared to get it, and the lady was like, hey, do you need some juice or anything? I just passed out. My mom was staring at me too, and she was like, I almost started to pass out. Right when I saw the needle, I was done. I was done. Everything went black around me. I'm kind of a baby when it comes to that. Alright, so now I've been baking a lot lately, and I really, really like it. So I'm going to go bake underneath my contour that I just did. It just really helps it be sharp. Luke, how are you? I'm so good. I'm kind of like, feel kind of busy today because I have a lot to do. But I'm glad I could spend some time with you guys. Are you guys in school right now, a lot of you? What are you all up to? Send me some baked goods. Do you get any snow? In Tennessee, we do. We get like a random snow. Not a lot of it, but sometimes there's like a few days where it's just like, you can have some good snow days. So I leave this on just for a little while. And oh, now I just got what Kiefer said about baking. Yes, I'll make you some baked goods. But first, I need to bake my face. Alright, so let's see. Favorite Christian books and book authors. Kendra Christine asked that. And let's see. I love the love languages. And that 5 love languages. Who wrote that? I can't even remember right now. Then I also love the Enneagram. That's a really good book too. So yeah, those are some really good books. What's the Enneagram book? I think it's like The Road Back to You. That's such a good one. This is so random. Miranda Hummel asked this. I love her. She's another YouTuber here, and I've collabed with her before. She said, this is so random, but how do you feel about mediums or people they claim they can talk to loved ones? So, that's kind of like, I don't know. I don't want to like offend anyone, but in the Bible it says directly, like, don't go and seek out advice from mediums. I just feel like you're putting that medium in God's place, and Satan is very powerful, and I believe that he kind of can speak through those people, and so God said not to do it. So I think you shouldn't go and seek, even though you might like want to talk to that person. I just think you shouldn't. I think the Bible is so clear about it, and so you just probably shouldn't. But let's see, favorite podcasts. Okay, I don't listen to a ton of podcasts, but when I do, it's the Good Life podcast, and Suzanne Hendricks, she's actually a YouTuber, and she and her husband just started the Good Life podcast, and it's really, really good, and it's just for a lot of influencers, and they just talk about life, and she's a Christian too, and I just love listening to that. There's also like a crime podcast that I love listening to if I'm on a road trip. Me and Kyle always turn it on, and I'm trying to remember what it is. God-centered success. Oh, I need to listen to that. Thank you, Anna. So, yeah, it's a crime podcast, and now I can't remember the name of it. Does anyone remember it, or have listened to it? I'm using this eyeshadow palette. It's called the Copper Eyeshadow Palette by Bare Minerals. And it's nice. It's just super simple. Like everyday. It's good for like everyday natural makeup. And then you can kind of like spice it up a little bit with these darker shades. So a crime podcast. And then I also love The Porch. I'm sure you guys have heard of The Porch if you guys watch Jacqueline's channel. But it's really good. I just love turning them on when I'm getting ready. A lot of times when I don't have time to like do my devotion in the morning and I'm getting ready and I can listen, I just turn on a podcast. And that's always really nice just to kind of feel like you got your Jesus time in. Let's see, where do you find cute cheap clothes? We answered that. Are you and Kyle planning on having kids? Yes, we are. Hopefully not within like the next year. We're hoping for like 3 or 4 years. Hi Sydney, thank you so much. You're amazing. Thanks for watching. So yeah, like 3 or 4 years. I just turned 26. So I'm kind of getting old now. And I probably should get on it. But we want to like go travel and we want to do a few things. And I know you can do that with kids for sure, but it's just a little bit more expensive. So we're trying to go travel and do stuff before we have kids. Do you play the piano? Yes, I do. I'm not like very good at it. When I was younger, I took lessons and I learned a few songs. I can still play a few songs. No, don't. Kids are a trap. I know, but would you ever, would you ever get rid of your kids? No, I want them, but yeah, I really just like want to do a few more things before my whole life revolves around kids. Luke asked me what my job is. So I'm a makeup artist, and I also I'm just doing like full-time YouTube, which is so nice that Kyle's job allows me to do that. Let's see. So right now, for my mascara, I'm using the Lancome Monsieur Big mascara, and I love it. It really doesn't... Okay, wait, this is the trick. This works so good. The Booster XL by Lancome. Hannah, you would be a great mom. Thank you so much. What time is it here? I think it's around like maybe 1-ish. I don't really know. So this white mascara by Lancome is so good if you have issues with your mascara running. I'm being an elementary teacher. Do you think that is a good idea? Yes! I wanted to be a teacher until I found out that they don't get paid that much, and somebody was like, if this is not like your #1 dream job, don't do it because you'll get burnt out really quickly. So I decided to do child and family studies in college. But I'm jumping all over the place. Yes, this mascara is awesome. This little combo right here is amazing. And it makes my lashes so long. Okay. Let's keep asking questions, or answering questions. Let's see. Do plaid boots look good with leggings? I think they would. I think like black leggings. If it's red and black plaid, I think black leggings would look really cute with those. And then, how did you deal with heartbreak? Oh, that was a hard one. Who asked that? Anna Rogers. Oh my gosh. So, if you didn't know, Kyle and I dated for like 7 years, and there was 2 months or so, like 2 or 3 months, I think, where we broke up. And it was like the hardest time of my life ever. And it was just like, he was going through a lot, and he just kind of needed some time to grow his relationship with Jesus, and we both did, because I think we were too focused on each other. And so those 3 months where we just kind of broke up and took our time, those were so hard, but I really just leaned on God. Like, in the Bible it talks about He will give you like the peace that passes all understanding. And even though I was in so much pain, we both were. We were both like really depressed. Even though we were both like in so much pain, I felt God more than ever during that time. And God, I could just feel him so close to me. Like when I would drive in my car and just want to cry, I would turn on some music and like a Christian radio station, and like the perfect song would just come on and I would just start crying because God is so close to the brokenhearted. That is so true. And so once me and Kyle got back together, I felt like our relationship was stronger than ever. So I'm really glad we actually did break up, because we learned like we didn't need to put each other in God's place, and that's really what we were doing. And so yeah, it was just really, really good. Sometimes pain and suffering causes you to grow. I think it always causes you to grow. And so yeah, it was a good time. So that's how I dealt with heartbreak, is really just praying, being around like people and doing stuff. And so yeah, that really helped. Let's see. How did you stay close with Jesus during high school and maintain healthy friendships? Elizabeth Howard asked that. And let's see. I think having Christian friends, and my family were believers as well, and so that really, really helped, because we would go to church every Sunday. I would go to like a Wednesday night service, and so even though there was so much like negativity around me at school, I always just had a close relationship with Jesus. And I think my parents raised me to really know the character of God and to want to seek that. Of course, there was times where my relationship felt more dry and stuff, but I've always had like a desire to be close to Jesus and to obey him. And so I think just that really helped, being around Christian friends who had the same passion as I did. Let's see. How do you tell someone you like them if you've known them your whole life? Isabel Shelby. Oh, that's a hard one. If you guys are friends, I don't know. How do you tell someone you like them? Sometimes I think if you want them to know, you just gotta do it and see what they say. I don't know. That's so hard. Alright, right now I'm putting on brown lip liner. This is by NARS, and it will look really dark until I blend it out. So just be ready. Do you guys have any questions too? I've been not really looking at the chat box, so leave your questions here now if you do. Last time I clicked on the chat box, it like paused my whole video, so try to leave them here and I'll be watching. Alright, so I really like brown lip liner, and I feel like it just defines your lips and makes them really bold. And especially for fall, I think it's like a pretty contrast. What college did you go to? I went to UT in Knoxville, and first I went to Pellissippi, and that was like a community college, which I'm so glad I did that first, because I don't think I would be ready for college, like to go in directly. Pellissippi was such a good transition. And then when you first met Kyle, what was your first impression? So yes, so I went to Pellissippi, then I graduated from UT. And my first impression of Kyle, we met in 8th grade. We went to like a co-op, and that is for homeschoolers to go and like actually get some time around other kids. And so I saw him, it was like the first day of this co-op, and it's basically school, but we only went 3 days a week. Hi, Faith! And so my first impression was like, we were all these grades were in the same building, and I saw him and I was like, man, I hope that boy's in our class. And he had like the Justin Bieber hair. It was so funny. But yeah, I thought he was a hottie for sure. And there was only 5 girls in our class. I don't know why it got so dark all of a sudden. There was only 5 girls in our class, Did it get dark? I don't know. That's weird. Put one real quick. And all the girls liked Kyle, and I always tried to force Kyle to like tell me who he liked, but he would never budge until our senior year of high school. That's when we started dating. So I miss those days. Alright, so I think I'm pretty much done with my makeup. This is like my natural everyday routine. I'm the only girl in a 4-person class. No way. So are you homeschooled? It was so fun because I met my best friend and I met Kyle in our homeschool group, which just sounds so funny. Me and my best friend are still best friends today. And then me and Kyle ended up getting married. Oh, you're in a private school. Okay, that's awesome. So let me answer a few more questions. What is your tip for studying in college? I'm an online student at Liberty University. Oh, you're close to me. Oh, I know. So I always have to go and work like either in the library or go to a coffee shop. Being around people really helps me. And then tips, did you say tips for studying? I think that's what you said. Okay, so yeah, I think being around people really helps. And then like studying in a group kind of helps. I think, I'm trying to remember my study tips. Do I have any study tips? You just gotta like sit down and do it. I hated studying so much, but it really did help. Like if I wrote it all out. Okay, so like if you get your notes, and I always typed them on a computer, and then I would hand copy them onto a piece of paper. And so that really helped to like stick it in my brain. And then you can also get like note cards and do like front and back, and then get a friend and like test each other. So just talking back and forth out the answers, that really helped it stick. Also creating songs. That sounds so funny, but like or like acronyms, that really helped me in class and studying. So those are my tips. I know they're kind of lame, but hopefully they work for you. Okay, so just a few more. Let's see. When do you think it's a good time to kiss in a dating relationship? Emily Hunt asked that. And I think this really depends on the person. So if kissing is going to lead you to more, I wouldn't recommend that. If you, I think it always leads to more. But I don't know, me and Kyle did kiss. And sometimes I wish we would have waited until we were like at least engaged. But we didn't wait to kiss. And I don't know. I think probably like not on the first date or anything. But I think if you guys talk about it and you set boundaries and you're like, okay, you really need to, I don't know, setting boundaries is so important. Like, we're not going to be kissing, sitting down on the couch together, or, you know, laying down or anything like that, because it really can just lead to more. But I don't know when like the certain right time is to kiss. It's kind of a hard question, but I think you guys definitely need to talk about it before you do kiss, because it can definitely lead to more. So just be careful and be wise and guard your heart. Let's see. How old were you when you started dating? Ellen Marie asked that. And gosh, my first official boyfriend, I would say, was in high school. And actually, my first official boyfriend was probably like 8th grade. I was like way too young, but I thought I was going to marry this guy. Never ended up happening, and I'm actually so blessed that it didn't. But 8th grade was probably like my first official boyfriend. And then me and Kyle started dating in 12th grade. And yeah, so that was like my first official. I love them. I work only in a coffee shop. Let's see. Okay, how long were you homeschooled? I was only homeschooled for 2 years, and I actually really enjoyed it. I thought I was going to hate it because I love talking to people and being around people. But yeah, so like the co-ops really helped. I went to school either 2 days a week or 3 days a week in different co-ops. So if you're homeschooled, ask if you can go to a co-op, because that really does help. Luke said, is it bad that me as a teen doesn't like going to church, school on Sundays? So I think it's kind of hard. Like, I feel like my little brother's in the same kind of stage right now where he doesn't like listening to Christian music. He's kind of like, this is cheesy, you know, I don't love this. But I think you really have to work on your own personal relationship with Jesus. Sometimes I know that Christian Sunday schools can be like very boring and dry, but God is not boring and dry, and you really gotta like either find a Bible study or find guy friends or girlfriends that you can hang out with and talk about God and maybe do a Bible study with. That really helps deepen your relationship. And I think when you do that, when you develop your own personal relationship with God, it makes going to Sunday school a little bit easier. But yeah, I can understand there is a lot of like boring people that teach sometimes. So let's see. I'll answer one more question and then I have to get off and go and do some work today. But thank you guys so much for sticking around. There's been a lot of you and like all the interaction. I've loved it so much. So let's see. How did you know that Kyle was the one you wanted to marry? Juliana asked this. And, oh, and I have to announce the giveaway winner. Don't let me forget that. But how did you know that Kyle was the one? Okay, so I dated before, like I said, and I noticed Kyle was so different from the guys I dated. Completely different. He didn't have, like, I don't know, he worked really hard. I could tell he was super, such a dedicated person. He worked really, really hard. He worked since he was like 4 years old with his parents at their, this place that they own. And so he was always a hard worker. He was so honest. I never had to question his honesty. And so I love that. I love being able to put my faith in him. What else? And of course, since he was a Christian, I love that. Juliana, thank you for asking so many questions. I loved it. So he was just so different from the guys I've dated before. Plus he was a Christian, and he didn't just say he was a Christian, he really was one. Like, I know he had a relationship with God, because not only did I see it in his actions, but he talked about Jesus too. And a guy that puts God before anything else, that's the guy for you. So, alright, so I need to announce the giveaway winner for this cute bracelet, Have Faith, and it's from LA Posh Style. And the giveaway winner is Kendra Christine Makeup, and I'm going to be DMing you right after this. So congratulations. Thank you guys so much for entering, and I'll do many more giveaways. So if you guys want to enter those, definitely follow me and follow along, because I love doing giveaways for you guys. Alright, let me see. Chat. Anna said, I think it's super important to replace the word love with the man you love's name to figure out if they're right for you. Like, Kyle is patient, Kyle is kind, Kyle is not envious or boastful. Yes, love that verse. Such a good idea, Anna. Thank you so much. I love that. You are such an amazing example. Thank you so much, Faith. You guys make me so happy. Like, I can't even believe that there's people that follow me. So thank you all so much for watching this live stream. I'll be doing another one next Friday for my Black Friday like haul, showing you guys what I got. Hopefully I can find some good things. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Bye, Luke!